March 1st. Oh boy, I leave freaking for Australia at the end of this month, and I am torn between various goals. First off, billing as many hours as I can and getting as much work done before I go. You know, getting stuff ready for Webster and some complications associated with that. And then add it all on top of that, my own personal goals, trying to get as much training in as I possibly can before that. But man, life is busy, and my kids are grown, and so I have more time than those that have young ones. And so I'm freaking old. I can't do what I used to do. Yeah, so it's humbling. But everyone have a wonderful day. I'm headed out to the farm. I'm going to enjoy myself. I got a good deal of work to do, but then Sweeney's coming out and we're going to chop. So we'll have some fun. 7 hours into the rabbit holes of work, reading and dissecting engineering reports. Yeah, figured it out though. I understand it. I need to chop and saw some for some sanity. Just gotta. Fitness update. Weighed 255 yesterday. It was 256 this morning. So the weight's slowly coming off. I'm always going to be a cow, but at least right now I'm a less chubby cow. It's a battle. It's an everyday battle. It's like the last couple sessions, I'm starting out with a big ass oak underhand. Again, working on getting my hands together high and getting my hands out. And if I can get some quickness with my tempo, great. Okay, so that's what I'm working on. And I need some music because I've been alone too much in my head thus far this morning. It's a good place to be sometimes, but no one wants to walk a mile and everyone's crazy. I'm not saying what I want to see, which is have the handle vertical before I collapse into the wood. And it's still leaning, it's still a little kicked over toward the lock. Needs to be just back a little bit. Needs to be ideally perpendicular to the ground. So that's what I'm working on. And you have to go balls out occasionally to determine whether or not what you're doing is actually holding in race conditions. At least that's my theory. Now to do a couple single cuts. Again, working on what David Moses Sr. want me to work on, getting that back foot closer, hopefully less wrap. First cut will be shit because it's going to be heavy on the bottom, so the saw is likely going to bind, so I'm not going to go full tilt on this first cut. Usually when I single buck, I only have one freaking gear, and that's flat out. Yeah, anyway. That last cut dovetails into the reason why I prefer to have wedge and spray. When you have a thicker cookie, the saw tends to bind. The weight of the wood seizes up on the saw, and when you throw a wedge in it, it frees it up and enables the saw to keep moving. So in regards to the Steel Timber Sports series, they've basically made wedge and spray illegal, so you can't do it anymore. So we as athletes have to make thinner cookies in order to avoid that binding, and we have to be more of a finesse in regards to more finesse cuts in regards to just grip and rip, because we don't want to jump the cookies off at the bottom. So that's just a part of the adaptation of the sport. None of us train with wedge and spray. We all make thin cookies, and then we get a thicker cookie at the show, and then we go balls out, and that's part of the last cut was 19 strokes. This cut, you'll see the difference. Plus, this all won't bind. And the cookies, I always make real super thin cookies, less than ½ inch normally. And the reason for that is economy of wood, and secondarily, it takes more skill to make those thinner cuts. Get outside in the sun. It's freaking in the 70s here today, which is awesome. And I'm just going to stand beside my stock sawing block just because I left my damn stalls all in my other truck. So yeah, shit happens. And I'm not using a 026 on this thing. That would be retarded. It's time to test the fitness. This is a 14-inch red oak. What the hell? I'm going to use my best hardwood trainer, and if I come to a knot, I'll stop. But otherwise, I'm not quitting. And normally that means it's pain. The forecast is pain. Reasonable. Good. Come on, focus, you bitch.
Am I?
You're fine, man. It's a lot of weight.
That's a big.
I've got a 37-inch white pine. I'm using an axe that I would use in demos to cut springboards. It's like my number 4 springboard axe. So I'd like to cut this in 8 and 8. Yeah. That was a shitty hit. Missed that one down hit on them. Near front was good. Got a 40-inch white pine, same size as Steel Series, using that same axe. Don't give a shit. Just seeing if there's a, gotta remember to let the axe float. By letting the axe float, the difference between cutting hardwood and softwood is you just need to take a little off your hits. And I want to move, and I'm actually going to put a decent turn on this log, which is to be the first one I've done all year, so it could be fucked. So might fall off.